My room too, I said. You're not allowed to sleep here. I tried to reason with him, to explain the meaning of marriage, but he wouldn't listen. Instead, he tore up all the red double happiness decorations. In the room, helpless, I turned to leave. Mrs. Foster saw this and sighed, calling me to her study. She told me that Lucas wasn't a bad person by nature, just socially withdrawn and unwilling to interact with others. Since I had married him, it was my responsibility to take care of him. She believed that if I tried hard enough, I could eventually open Lucas's heart and make him accept me. I decided to give it a try. Taking care of someone with autism is both mentally and physically exhausting. Every day, I personally prepared his meals, reminded him to take his medicine, and took him for medical checkups to understand him better. I bought all the books I could find about autism and studied them late into the night. My efforts gradually paid off. Lucas slowly got used to my presence and no longer rejected me, as he had. At first, I was allowed to ride in the same car with him or sit at the same table for meals, knowing I liked fruit. He would personally prepare beautiful fruit platters for me. When I caught a cold due to my weak immune system, he would force me to drink ginger tea. Time passed, and we both got used to this life. The only one unsatisfied was Mrs. Foster. She talked to me every other day, always with the same purpose, urging me to have a child. Forced into a corner, I had to tell her the truth. Lucas hadn't shown any interest in physical intimacy and wouldn't even allow me to sleep in the same bed. Mrs. Foster was anxious and angry. She took Lucas for a medical examination. The doctor said there was nothing wrong with his physical functions. He just couldn't overcome his psychological barriers and accept such an intimate relationship. When it comes down to it, it's your problem, Mrs. Foster told me. Can't you find a way to make him fall in love with you? I was at a loss. I didn't even know what love was myself, let alone Lucas, for in our 7th year of marriage, Mrs. Foster gave me an ultimatum. The Foster family has only had one child for 3 generations. We can't let the line end here. If you can have a child, do it. If you can't, I'll find someone else who can. But then I won't have time to care about the Thompson family's business. Faced with such a blatant threat, I had no choice but to give in. That night, I found a romantic movie and invited Lucas to watch it with me. He agreed but left halfway through, saying it was boring. After my shower, I changed into the lingerie Mrs. Foster had specially made for me and nervously knocked on Lucas's door. I'm going to sleep, he said. We can talk tomorrow. Lucas blocked the door, not letting me in. I painted a new picture of birds. I was hoping you could take a look, I said. That's right. To please Lucas, I had even taken up painting classes. Lucas finally agreed to let me in, but his expression remained cold and he wouldn't look at me. Where's the painting? He asked. Don't rush, the paper is quite large. We need to spread it out on the bed. I tried my best to overcome my embarrassment and acted seductively, like in the movies. The nearly see-through nightgown left little to the imagination, but Lucas still had no reaction. His gaze was focused entirely on the non-existent painting. Stop painting, he said suddenly. What? I said. Stop painting. From now on, your brushwork is weak. You have no talent. Even a 3-year-old could paint better than you. I blushed.